The Tampa Bay Devil Rays began competing in the American League in the 1998 season under general manager Chuck Lamar. From 1998 through 2007, the franchise had a .39 winning percentage. I got a chance to see some of the early futility of that organization when I went to a Tampa Bay Devil Rays tryout. My son was, I think he completed his senior year in baseball, senior year in high school, and he was invited to a Devil Ray tryout, along with some of the other stars in the Kansas City area, and another star named Joel Zumaya, who was not from Kansas City but was in the area for the tryout. In that tryout, they said they didn't want any players who couldn't run a 60-yard dash in 6.9. My son did 7.0, so they didn't look at him hitting. My son was a 500 high school hitter and probably the best defensive shortstop. Well, I know I'm his dad, but he was probably the best defensive shortstop in the state of Kansas. And his team was ranked number 2 his senior year in Kansas. So they didn't look at his hitting, they looked at his defense. Another player from Shawnee Mission East I know was there who was probably the best hitter in Kansas City. They didn't look at his hitting because he couldn't run a 6'9", 60-yard dash. My son ran 7.0. The other one was about 7'1" or 7'2", so they didn't look at them hit. Joel Zumaya came up the pitch, and he was hitting 100 on the radar gun, but the scouts only talked about his injury history, which he had an injury history, but he could also throw over 100 miles an hour. The Detroit Tigers signed Joel Zumaya, though the Rays were not interested that day, and Zumaya helped lead the Tigers to the 2006 World Series, 6-3 record with 1.94 ERA, and averaged 99 miles on his fastball for 3 years in his 5 or 6 years in the major leagues, hitting as high as 104 and topping 101 many, many times. But the Rays under Chuck Lamar were not interested in any of that, and they actually didn't sign anybody in that tryout. Andrew Friedman took over for the Devil Rays in 2005, and changes were made. Previously, when somebody like Evan Longoria or Carlos Pena would not have had a chance if they were at that tryout, suddenly they began to spot talent and sign talent. And by 2008 was their first really competitive year. And since then, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays have been a force in the American League. Today we have Game 2 of the series between the 08 Devil Rays and the 12 Boston Red Sox. And here are the stars we'll see today for the Devil Rays: Cliff Floyd, Dionar Navarro, Carl Crawford, Evan Longoria, Carlos Pena, and Scott Kazmir. Spoiler alert about yesterday's game. If you watched yesterday's game, you don't mind hearing this, but if you did not watch it, you don't want to hear this next 20 or 30 seconds. Yesterday, the 1912 Boston Red Sox looked like a slow-pitch softball team in a one-sided game. They truly put up some video game numbers. The two middle hitters in their lineup, Tris Speaker and Larry Gardner, hit 14 times in that game, and they were all on base 14 times, each going 5 for 5, each with 2 walks. Today we'll see Duffy Lewis, Harry Hooper, Bill Kerrigan, the catcher, Jake Stahl, the player-manager, Tris Speaker again, and Smokey Joe Wood. Join us for Game 2 of this series.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hi, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 2 of the series between the Tampa Bay Rays of '08 and the 1912 Boston Red Sox. This is game number 124 in the all-time greats tournament. We've seen the starting lineups. Hugh Bedient takes the mound. He's a grade B pitcher, Y modifier with also a Z, control factor modifier. He's on the mound, ready to pitch. We're going to use basic Apba, except Master and Stealing, 2012 book. Melvin Upton steps into the box. Here's the first pitch of the game. 4-3 is a 29. It's a ground ball back to Bedient. Throws the stall at first. One down. Tampa Bay Rays are 0-1 in this series. They need a win to stay in the tournament. Carl Crawford, 6-3. It's a fly ball to center field, taken by Tris Speaker, who plays shallow center field. 2 outs. Now Evan Longoria. 21 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Bedient goes 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the third. Red Sox coming to bat and no score. This is Scott Kazmir's third game in the tournament. He has pitched 8 innings, given up 7 runs, and is 0-1. Bedient has struggled in the tournament also. 6 2/3 innings, 4 runs given up. Kazmir toes the rubber. Harry Hooper steps into the box. There's a pitch to Harry Hooper. 45 is going to be a base on balls. Not the way Scott Kazmir wanted to start today's game. Here is Duffy Lewis. Hooper is a C24 stealing. Kazmir holding the runners is a +1 to his favor. The catcher, Navarro, is +3, so take 4 off the stealing numbers. Duffy Lewis comes to bat. 56 is a pop-up to shortstop or Y. Kazmir has the Y letter, so it is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Duffy Lewis goes back to the dugout. 25 is an 11. That's going to be a single to left. And runner goes to third. Red Sox have first and third in the first inning. He is a B26 stealing, so that would be B22. 11 through 44 is the opportunity to be safe should he decide to go. Here is Larry Gardner. Rays will play the infield at double play depth. But he's going to go. Here's a throw to second. 45, 54, he is caught stealing. Navarro throws out Speaker. 2 to 6. And there's 2 outs. So Red Sox are taking a chance here with first and third. Doesn't come out for him. Now 2 outs. Infield's playing back. Here's the pitch to Larry Gardner. 31 is an 8 against the beat. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Caught by Ben Zobrist. 3 outs. And we go to the top of the second. No score. We'll lead off for the Tampa Bay Rays. 5 for 17 with 2 homers and 2 doubles in the tournament. He's having a good tournament. Here's a pitch from Bedient. 53 is a 20, fielding column 2. That's going to be an error on the second baseman, Steve Yerkes. There were 6 errors in yesterday's game by both teams. Dionar Navarro will come to bat. No outs. Pena is a slow runner, I believe. They'll play it safe on the base pass. 55 is an 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a ground ball to third base, taken by Larry Gardner. He throws the first. Pena goes to second. There's one away. Tampa will have a chance to get on the board first. Jason Bartlett is the batter. 1-1 roll. That's a hit, call, and roll, and they are going to get on the board first. 43 is a 7. Single to right field, and that scores Pena. Tampa goes up 1-0. Here's Ben Zobrist. Bartlett is not playing it safe on the base pass. Pitch to Ben Zobrist, 16 is a 28. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. He throws to first. The runner goes to second. Two outs, another hit could mean another run. Willie Ibar playing for the injured Akinori Iwamura. Iwamura has to miss one game. He'll be back tomorrow. Here's the pitch to Willie Ibar. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Tris Speaker is under it and makes the catch. But Tampa is on the board. We go to the bottom of the second. Tampa 1 and Boston 0. It'll be Stahl, Wagner, and Kerrigan in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch to Stahl. 22 is a solid base hit for Jake Stahl. E31 stealing. It has to be 2 outs before the 6th inning if he's going to try. After the 6th inning, he could try at any time. Pitch to Heine Wagner. 45 is going to be a base on balls. Second walk given up by Kazmir. First and second. Nobody out, and Bill Kerrigan. Six is a pop-up or W, and Kazmir has the W. That's going to be a walk. Red Sox have the sacks full. No outs. Tampa will play the infield back. Steven Yerkes, the second baseman, comes to bat. Yesterday, Yerkes was 2 for 6. Had a double and a single. Can Steven Yerkes put a quarter in the merry-go-round? Here's the pitch. 22-7. That's going to be a single, 2-runner score. And Kerrigan goes to, let's see, Stahl scores, Wagner scores. Kerrigan goes to third. Oh, no, he goes to second. Kerrigan the second, and Yerkes has 2 RBIs. The Red Sox take the lead 2-1. Here's the pitcher, Hugh Bedient. No outs. He's going to sacrifice. 24-13. That's a strike. 23 is a roll. That's another strike. It's going to swing away. And 32 is a strikeout. Second strikeout for Scott Kazmir. 1 out in the inning. Harry Hooper will come to bat. 3-3 roll for Hooper. That's a single. Single to left. Kerrigan is going to be out at home. I did not say we were playing it safe. Batter goes to second. Yerkes goes to third. So Kerrigan out 7-2. No RBI. First and second. 2 outs. And here is Duffy Lewis. 54 is a fly ball to right field taken by Ben Zobrist. That's the third out. Let's see, 2-run score. It is Boston 2, Tampa 1 as we go to the top of the third. Scott Kazmar lives off for the Rays. 23 is a swing and miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Obedient. Melvin Upton comes to bat. Upton's having a good tournament. He is 8 for 27. Here's the pitch to Melvin Upton. 34 is a fly ball to Tris Speaker in center field. And now Carl Crawford, who is also having a good tournament, 5 for 12, the homer and 2 doubles. 26 is a 27. It's a ground ball to third base. Crawford is the third out, 3 up and 3 down for the Rays. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-1 Red Sox. All right, from Hubbard, Texas, Tris Speaker comes to bat. I don't know, but I wonder if my grandfather knew him. He was born about 80 miles the same year that Tris Speaker was born. Speaker was a player in the Texas League in 1907 and played in Houston, I think, 08, I believe. 06 he played in the Texas League. 07 he played at Houston. And I don't know if my grandfather maybe have met him or not, but he played in the Texas League for 2 years as a catcher about those same years. I'm not exactly sure they were the same years. Here's Tris Speaker coming to bat in the bottom of the third. 22 is a hit column roll for Speaker. 1-1 is a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here, and Tris Speaker is 7, at least 7 for his last 7. 3-1 Boston. And going back one more game, he is indeed 8 for his last 8. Larry Gardner, who's every bit as hot as Speaker. Here's the pitch to Gardner. 1-6 is a 28. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Jason Bartlett has it, throws the first. 1 away. Jake Stahl. 42 is going to be a base hit for Stahl. Single over the head of Jason Bartlett. Stahl is 2 for 2 today. Heine Wagner, the shortstop. Not a politically correct nickname, I guess. 61-24 is going to be a 6-4-3 double play inning in the inning. But the Sox put another run on the board. We go to the fourth. It's Boston 3 and Tampa 1. For the fourth inning, it'll be the heart of the Tampa Bay Rays batting order. Evan Longoria, Carlos Pena, and Dioner Navarro. Here's a pitch to Longoria. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Caught by Tris Speaker, 1 away. Here is Carlos Pena. Enjoy his work on commentating on the MLB programming. 1-2 is a 25. Is a ground ball to second base. 2 outs. Dioner Navarro looking to start a 2-out rally. Comes the bat. He's a 295 hitter. 6'5", won't be a hit though. It's a 35. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher, Kerrigan. 3 up and 3 down for the Rays. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-1 Red Sox. Rough and ready, Bill Kerrigan leads off for Boston. 65 is a pop out to the catcher. 1 away. I think that's a ground out to first base in the newest book. I'm using the 211 book. That's a 1-1 roll for Steven Yerkes. And 61 is a double for Steven Yerkes. He's 2 for 2. Hugh Bryant. 1 out. Pitch to Bryant. Pitcher. 41 is a strikeout. Casimir has struck out 3 Red Sox hitters. Here is Harry Hooper. .35 is a 14. That's going to be a walk. Duffy Lewis. .21 is a 30. That's a fly ball to left field. Carl Crawford is under it and makes the catch. That's the end of the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Boston 3 and Tampa 1. Bartlett will lead off the 5th inning. He's a Filipino-American who played at the University of Oklahoma. Also played in the prestigious Cape Cod League in New England. Coming up, here is the pitch to Bartlett. 26 is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout victim goes back to the dugout. Ben Zobrist steps in the box. Switch hitter will be batting from the left side. 1-1 roll for Zobrist. That's a 4 against a B. That's a double over third base. Zobrist stops at second. Scoring position with 1 out. Willie Ibar. .63 is a fly ball to Tris Speaker at center field. 2 away. Scott Casimir. And 45 is going to be a walk. Bedient walks the pitcher with 2 outs. First and second, that's going to give Melvin Upton an opportunity here. Bedient goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Melvin Upton. 41 is a 24 that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman. That ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 3-1 Red Sox. All right, here comes Tris Speaker, 8 for his last 8, plus 2 walks, so he's been on base 10 times in a row and homered in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch to Tris Speaker. 6-5 is going to be a pop-out to the catcher. Navarro's got it, and Speaker, uncharacteristically, goes straight back to the dugout. 1 out. Here is Larry Gardner. 32 is a 26. That's a pop out to the second baseman, Willie Ibar. Two very important outs for the Rays, the way they've been hitting. All right, here is Jake Stahl. .25 is a 10 and gets a B. That's going to be a base hit to center field. Stahl goes 3 for 3 today. Here is Heine Wagner. I think Stahl's average speed, but he has a good steal rating, E31, and with 2 outs, he can go, so that'd be 26. 11 through 52. No, wait a minute. Yeah. There goes Jake Stahl. 63, he is going to be shot down by Deanna Navarro. 2-4. That's going to close out the bottom of the 5th inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Boston 3, Tampa Bay 1. Carl Crawford leads off the 6th inning for the Rays. He has flied out the center and grounded out the third. Here's the pitch from Hugh Bedient. 6-6 roll. That's a 3. It's going to be hit to right field, and it's going to roll around the corner. Crawford rounds second, and he will go to third with a triple. Leadoff triple for Carl Crawford. That'll bring the tying run up in Evan Longoria. Great chance here for Tampa Bay to get up off the deck after yesterday and trailing by 2 today. Here's the pitch to Longoria, 51. That's a base hit through shortstop. Runner scores. Longoria is going to try stretch it into a double. The throw from the left fielder Lewis. He is out, tagged out by Heine Wagner. 7-6. But an RBI for Longoria. It's 3-2. 1 out. Evan Longoria trying to do too much here. Here's Carlos Pena. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Duffy Lewis. 2 away. Here's the catcher Dino Navarro, who is throwing out 2 Red Sox base stealers. 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for Navarro. 51 is a double for Dino Navarro. It puts a lot of emphasis on the throw from left field, cutting down Longoria. He might have scored on that. Here is Jason Bartlett looking to start another 2-out rally. Here's the pitch to Bartlett. 23 is a 26. It's ground out to second base. 4-3. That retires the Rays in the top of the 6th. They score once. Trail by 1s. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Scott Kazmir is rated to pitch to 24 batters, and this is his 24th hitter, so he's at the point of fatigue. 3 bad things happen to him. His grade will go down. Pitch to Heine Wagner, 45, is going to be a base on balls. This is a do-or-die game for the Rays, and manager Joe Madden is going to go right to the bullpen and bring in J.P. Howe to relieve Scott Kazmir. He is a grade A and C pitcher, XY modifiers with the W modifier. He'll be pitching to Bill Kerrigan, and he doesn't have the left-right matchup. It doesn't matter. He wouldn't increase his grade anyway as an AC pitcher. J.P. Howe was a great high school pitcher in Sacramento, California at Sacramento Jesuit High School. Was 10-0 his senior year with a .09 earned run average, 137 strikeouts. He's got Bill Kerrigan, the runner on first. His team's down by a run. Wagner at first, not a big threat to go. Here's a pitch to Kerrigan. 62 is a 38. Runner steals. We're using master stealing, so I ignore that result. But he may go. Let's say D26. That would make him a D23. He's moved to first as 0. Chances to be safe is 11 through 45. Navarro has already thrown out 2 runs. He's not going. 1-6 is a 10. That's going to be a checking both the A and the C column. That's going to be a single to right center field, and Wagner goes to third. First and third, nobody out for the Red Sox. Infield will play in. Steven Yerkes is the hitter, and he is 2 for 2 today. Singled and doubles, already knocked in 2 runs. Hooper's been on base 3 times. Lewis has struggled. He's 0 for 3. They're going to walk Yerkes. Bases will be loaded. Pitch to the pitcher. Obedient. Infield still playing in. Here's the pitch. 45 is a problem. That's going to be a walk. Oh, man. That drives in Wagner. And now it's 4-1. And if I ever walk the bases loaded again, or the W pitcher on the mound, shoot me. All right, even if it's a pitcher. Coming up, Hooper. Two-two roll. It's an 8 against an A. Infield's playing in. That's going to be a fly out to right field. Sacrifice fly. Scores Kerrigan. 5-2. Well, the Red Sox are doing all the little things that they need to do to try to keep playing in this tournament. First and second, here is Duffy Lewis. He's 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Duffy Lewis. It would be wise to get him out. Speaker's up next. 54 is a fly out to right field. That's going to end the inning. Or no, wait. Doesn't end the inning because there's only one out. And that fly out to right field. Runners hold. Here's Tris Speaker. The Rays boogeyman coming up. 10 out of his last 11. Here's the pitch to Tris Speaker. 53 is a 15 fielding column 2. That's going to be a fly out to left field. And that ends the inning. Red Sox add 2 runs. We go to the top of the 7th. 5-2 Boston. We'll be working his point of fatigue inning here in the 7th inning. Ben Zobrist, who doubled his last time up, comes up for the Rays, who now trail by 3. Here's the pitch to Ben Zobrist. 34 is a fly ball to Tris Speaker in center field, and Speaker makes the catch. Willie Ibar playing second base today. 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher. 2 up and 2 down for the Rays. Cliff Floyd will hit for the pitcher, J.P. Howell. 51 is a base hit for Cliff Floyd. I'll play it safe with Floyd at first. And the hitter is Chad Bradford, or he'll be the next pitcher. He's warming in the bullpen. Mel Upton is the next hitter. 36 is the roll. That's a 14, 2 balls, and no strikes, as BDN has the Z modifier. 55 is a 9 single, infield single for Melvin Upton. First and second. That puts the tying run at the plate in the form of Carl Crawford. Here's the pitch by Hugh Bedient. 51 is a 10. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher. Throws the first. 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7th inning stretch time. Red Sox 5. Rays 2. All right. Solid hitting Larry Gardner steps into the box for the Red Sox. He also played on the 1920 Cleveland Indians, which is a really hot team in this tournament. Here's the pitch to Larry Gardner. And my rule is if teams play that have the same player on each team, they can't play against each other. And we'll deal with that when we get there. If we get there, here's the pitch to Gardner. 44 is going to be a leadoff single for Larry Gardner. He was 1 for 4 today, but he was 5 for 5 yesterday. Fast runner at first. New pitcher is Chad Bradford. He is a grade A pitcher, R and Z modifiers. Jake Stahl, who is 3 for 3 today. 1-4. They're going to get him out. That's a fly ball to left field. Carl Crawford's under it, makes the catch. Heine Wagner. 25 is a 10 against an A pitcher. That's going to be a single right center. Runner takes third. Boston has first and third with 1 out. Moved to first for Bradford's +2. 3 catches 3, so 5 off his steal rating. He'll hold. The Ray's going to play double play depth in the infield. Here's the pitch to the catcher, Bill Kerrigan. 24 is a strikeout. Big strikeout for Chad Bradford. Steve Yerkes. 1-2 will get him out of the inning. That's a 25. And that's a ground out to the shortstop. Jason Bartlett takes it. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 8th. Boston 5, Tampa 2. He has 2 marks against his point of fatigue. As we go to the 8th inning, he's still out there. Evan Longoria leads off for the Rays. Down to 6 outs to stay in this tournament. 46 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Longoria. Carlos Pena reached on an error in the first, or in the second inning. 62 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hugh Bedient can smell the finish line. He is coming on strong. Dioner Navarro. 51 is a 9. That's going to be a base hit. Navarro's had a good day for Tampa. 2 caught stealings and a couple of hits. Rays will play it safe with a runner at first, Jason Bartlett. 45 is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, Bedient's grade goes down to a C, as he is tiring. 34 is a fly ball to center field. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Boston Red Sox 5, Tampa Bay Rays 2. Chad Bradford will pitch the bottom of the 8th inning for the Rays. And we see Hugh Bedient shaking hands with teammates in the Red Sox dugout. He is done for the day. Olaf Henriksen will be pitch hitting for Boston. Sea Lion Hall is warming up in the bullpen. He'll pitch the 9th inning. Here's the pitch to Olaf Henriksen. 32 is a ground ball to second base, 4-3. Henriksen, a native of Kirkerup, Denmark. First out, here's the top of the order, and Harry Hooper. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Carl Crawford is under it and makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down for Red Sox. Here is Duffy Lewis. .51 is a 8 against an A. That's going to be a pop out to the third baseman. Evan Longoria makes the catch. That's the end of the 8th inning. We go to the top of the 9th. Red Sox 5 and the Rays 2. We go to the 9th inning. Last chance for the Rays. New pitcher for the Red Sox. Charles Sea Lion Hall is on the mound. He is a grade B pitcher. Y modifier. He'll be pitching to Ben Zobrist, Willie Ibar, and a pitch hitter for the pitcher. Here is a pitch to Ben Zobrist in the top of the 9th inning. Rays down by 3. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Heine Wagner is up with it. Throws to first. 1 away. Here is Willie Ibar. All the Royal Rouge are on their feet, cheering on their team. 56 is a 34. Foul out to the shortstop or wide. It's going to be a called third strike. 2 outs. And now a pitch hitter for the pitcher. Eric Hintz will hit for Tampa Bay. Here's the pitch to Hintz. 34 is a fly ball to Tris Speaker in center field. He makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Final score, the Boston Red Sox 5 and the Tampa Bay Rays 2. We'll be back with the wrap-up. The Boston Red Sox outscore the Tampa Bay Rays in the series 20-6, and they move on. They're going to play the 1906 Cubs in the next round. That should be quite a series between 2 dead ball teams. This game, the Rays scored 2 runs on 8 hits, and they committed no errors. Red Sox had 5 runs on 11 hits, and they had 1 miscue. The winning pitcher was Hugh Bedient, 8 innings, 1 earned run. He's gone 14 2/3 in the tournament, giving up 5. He's 1-0 now in the tournament, 3.07 ERA. Scott Kazmir was the loser, and really Kazmir throttled down the Red Sox attack from yesterday quite a bit. Speaker and Gardner yesterday were on base 14 times. They were on base 3 times today, 2 singles and a home run. John Mayberry, star of the MVP of the game, is once again Tress Speaker. Tress Speaker was 2 for 4 with a home run, and in the tournament he is 15 for 30, batting a cool .500, 2 homers, 2 doubles, and 3 RBIs. Tress Speaker, native Texan. We talked about him yesterday. He's a man's man. He can break horses, work as a cowpuncher, fishing, camping. He was a man's man. And Robert and I, in the comment section, Robert of RJL 518, that's a great channel, great cards and dice. He's playing payoff pitch baseball, but we've been talking about Speaker's 792 doubles. That's could be another one of those unbreakable records where somebody would have to have nearly 40 doubles a year for 20 years to break that record. So as we mentioned, the Red Sox will draw the 06 Cubs in the round of 8. Our next series, starting tomorrow, will be a Negro League series. 1925 Hilldale Daisies take on the 1930 St. Louis Stars. Join us for that one. A wonderful day yesterday with the Major League celebrating, or not yesterday, but Sunday, celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Negro Leagues and the 30th anniversary of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum in Kansas City. Join us for that series. Thanks for watching, and have a good week, good day, and God bless.